I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Hey, Ridley.
Yo.
That's right.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First down, Chiefs.
Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play action. It's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready, like 25. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get check. Set.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Chiefs 6, Falcons nothing.
Ready, blue lady, like 25. You ain't got nothing. Check three.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Mike spoke forward. So we got man. Ready to go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. You coming? Girls, 15. You coming? Double up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 66 yards for him on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On 1st and goal, Gurley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City.
Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 36, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Three buds.
Come on!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Hey, back 25.
Watch Fofo. I got you.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check safety.
Hey, Tuesday.
2nd down and goal. Ryan, this will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Hey, 59, ready. Got.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
Bang.
Again, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sanders' kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Ricardo Allen with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 31, check 31. Check 31.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check, check. You remember me? Get out.
Throwing again, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Exit. 44, Mike.
On first down, Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
21.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete here. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Watch it.
Ready to go.
This all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. On the stop, Breeland speaks. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Hey, wait.
Switch.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch out.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready, blue 80, white 25.
It's our field. It's our field.
Ready, go. That's so much.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Take 4, take 4.
Kill, kill, kill.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
20, 20, 22. Ready, set.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this,
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go,
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharp.